Good morning. Well, I'm doing a bit of baking again. And firstly, let me just explain that I am videoing for two platforms. One of the platforms I'll probably have to do it in a two-part. So on this one, if you see me messing around, I'm doing the second part. But yeah, I thought I'd do a bit of explaining because before I've had people saying, "Oh, why are you doing such and such?" Well, I do vlogs for two platforms, so there you go. Right, today it's another tutorial, and I am doing a chocolate and coffee cake, which will make it into, I'm hoping, a like a mocha cake. So yeah, but instead of using ordinary cocoa powder, I am going to do it differently, and I'm going to try gingerbread hot chocolate. Now it's getting to that time of the year, so I'm getting into things and getting prepared for when I start doing these kinds of things. So let's make a start. Um, Now, to start with, you have got to beforehand preheat your oven to 150 Celsius electric for fan, not sure about for gas, so you may have to Google that or look that up. And also, you do 5 tablespoons of instant coffee with just a drop of water to make very strong coffee. So, and then just let it cool. So yeah. Also, I would just like to say that I got this recipe. I've never done it before, and I got this recipe from Charlotte's Cakes on TikTok. So I'm doing a recipe now. To start, you add 240 grams of baking spread. That can be any. I'm using Stoke today. Normally I use Aldi's uh, baking baking for cakes or something like that, but I'm using Stoke today, but it can be whatever you want. So you pop that in. Also 240 grams of sugar. That this is caster sugar, no, granulated sugar. You can use caster sugar, but yeah, at the moment I'm preferring baking with granulated. Now you cream this together until it's light and fluffy. So what I'm going to do is, to save you the noise and everything, I'm just going to pop you on hold and get this done up. Right, that saved you a lot of noise. Then I just get the excess off the paddle and just scrape it all back in best that you can. Right, then you add 4 large eggs. Now let me just grab my spoon, 2 seconds. I'm definitely going to need to do a second part, I think, on that one. Now on the recipe it just said to add the eggs individually. I like to use one of these because then if you get any shelling, it's easier to get out. Because I've only got medium eggs, it did say 4 large eggs in the recipe, but because I've only got medium eggs, I am using an extra one, so I'm putting in 5 medium. Not sure if it's going to work out, but we will see. So that is 3. 4. So you add that in. It then says to add in 60 grams of cocoa powder, but as I've explained, I'm using the gingerbread hot chocolate. I've still done 60 grams, so we'll just see if it works out or not. So you add that in. And 180 grams of self-raising flour, which I've already done the measurements. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop you on hold because I like to sift my flour in, because I find it makes the cakes lighter and fluffy. So let me do that and I'll be back. Right, so, and then you also add 4 tablespoons of the coffee. Now I've got a thing here, so 4. Just add a little bit more. The rest of the coffee does go for the icing on the top, which will come probably in another video when I do the decorating of it. So yeah, then give a little stir with a spatula and then just do finish off in the mixer. That's just to combine the flour and make sure nothing goes flying out. The flour normally does. So yeah, just make sure the flour's combined in really. So then just get your excess off your spatula. There we go. Put that back in and give it a little whiz. Now I've greased and lined a foil tray. That is what Charlotte used on her recipe as well. Just grease it and put a little bit of baking paper in the bottom. Right, so now it's saying spoon mixture on into the prepared greased and lined tray. Bake for around 45 minutes, leave about 40 minutes to go cold, then take it out of the tin, take the baking paper off the bottom and put it back into the foil tray with the flat side up. That's for the icing to go on top. So let's get this done. I will show you the consistency that it is as well. Just make sure you've got all your excess mixture off your paddle, because you don't want to waste none. Right, so what I do is I always go around with the spatula and just along the bottom to make sure no mixture's left without being mixed in properly. You've combined it all. So that is the consistency that you're looking for. It's just like a chocolate cake mix really. So just let me mix this in and I will be back. I'm going to carry on talking to you guys because I've not got a time limit on for YouTube. Whereas the other one, it's only for 10 minutes at a time per video, so it soon runs out. But I did want the opportunity as well just to have a little catch up with you and ask how you all are. Thank you for all your comments. Thank you for all new subscribers. I do appreciate it. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe. So if you are liking my videos, I'd appreciate it if you gave me a little like, and you know, if you haven't already, just to subscribe. Like I said, it is free and you will get notifications on every vlog that I do. But I do appreciate everyone's support. Have you got the lovely sun today? We have. It's quite a lovely day. So that's all good. Now what I do is I tend to get every little bit out of this. I've done quite a few cake mixtures on the other platform, so they know that I do this anyway. Just let me put that there. Wipe the hands. Right, let's go back. Right, so what I've done is I've just scraped the bowl clean as per normal. Just spread the mixture out evenly and make it as smooth as you can on the top. And then what I will do is I will come back with another video a little bit later once it's cooled and everything, just doing the decorating of it. So yeah, but like I said, if you can try and get it as even as possible, then that's what you need. So what I'm going to do is, because I'm running out of time on one of the channels, that is going to go into an oven 150 for about 45 minutes. Then I'm going to let it cool for about 40 minutes, then decorate it. So I'll be back with you for part 2. Apologies, I doing on different cameras as well. You have to, yeah. So I do apologise for that. So as I've said, you just make it as even as possible. Just, you know, you can't get it perfect though, that's the thing. But yeah, so I just do it the best that I can. So as I've just said to the others, I will be back with a part 2 later on once it's all done. So thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you a little bit later with part 2. Take care.